What's going on, everybody? All right. Thanks to all my subs, members, everybody that watches the channel. Appreciate it. Again, this video is sponsored by... I'm joking. I love some Yoo-hoo, though, guys. I love some Yoo-hoo. Let me know what y'all think about it. It's the start of the week, and, well, we're just going to get into it, guys. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about two things here. A situation that happened back in 2015 with some kids, and we'll discuss a little bit of what everybody's kind of chit-chatting about in the Summer Wells case. All right, so in 2015, an 11-year-old boy shoots an 8-year-old girl over an argument. Now, my question is, when, even how, does someone 11 years old even conceive the notion of a murder? You know what I mean? Let me read the story to you here, guys. So the little boy named Benny, and the girl that he ended up shooting, her name was Michaela, and this happened in White Pine, Tennessee, a little town in Tennessee. So apparently, says here, Benny was accused of shooting Michaela Dyer, 8 years old, once in the chest with a 12-gauge shotgun about 7:30 p.m. October 3rd, 2015. She was pronounced dead upon arrival at Morristown Hamlin Systems emergency room. Michaela was playing with her 11-year-old sister and another girl who is also 11, who lives in a mobile home park along with Benny. The three girls were standing outside Benny's bedroom window talking to him before the shooting. It is unclear exactly what transpired between Benny and the girls, but they were arguing about something. Authorities said Benny got his father's shotgun and aimed it out the window and fired once at Michaela before tossing the firearm and a pellet pistol from the bedroom window and closed it. Both Benny and his parents were in the mobile home at the time of the shooting. Neither parent came out of the residence during the incident until the arrival of the sheriff's department. So, yeah, number one, he's 11, and he shouldn't have had access to that, right? I mean, we can talk, gun control all we want to, but you have to be proactive, right? And how did the 11-year-old know where it was at? If it wasn't loaded, did he load it? Obviously, he knew how to shoot it. But it went on to say that they were trying to figure out where, back then, this happened in 2015, so he's in, he's probably in prison now. But again, how does just even the thought at 11 years old, the thought of murdering somebody, how does that even come about? You know what I mean? 11 years old, and just that thought, over an argument. When I was that age and I had an argument, I mean, I may have picked up a rock or who knows what, fist fight, whatever. But I mean, this is a boy and a girl. I mean, you're not going to, hit a girl, but to go, to just have that thought to say, at 11 years old, to say, I'm going to take a life and then go and do it. Be interesting to see how his home life was, wouldn't it, guys? It doesn't talk about his home life or anything like that. Anyway, the parents are, suing his family for wrongful death and a bunch of other stuff. But just the thought of an 11-year-old knowingly wanting to take the life at 11 years old, and then do it, and going through with it too, guys. Going through with it. Wow. We're gonna have to do better if got set in my eye. Yeah, we're gonna have to do better, guys. I mean, he shouldn't have had access to that to begin with, in my opinion. And then if it wasn't loaded, I'm thinking the boy's probably shot it before. If he, I mean, who knows? But yeah, that's just, I seen that, and I just wanted to. I was like, my God, what's the world coming to? Yeah, he was found guilty of doing that. Oh, here it says Benny's 5 other siblings are in state custody. So something was going on in that home. Well, okay. So Tennessee Department of Children's Services say the 3 boys and 2 girls have been placed with relatives. Okay, so they were taken out. Obviously, like I was saying, the home life probably wasn't the best. If you would, man, guys, if you have stuff in the house and you've got kids, do the responsible thing and make sure that they cannot access that stuff. You know what I mean? But still, just the thought of an 11-year-old wanting to do it and then actually carrying out the act. Yeah, I'd love to dig into that home life, that little boy. So, now, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think this is where rehabilitation comes into play? Do you think little Benny will get, rehabilitated? And it doesn't say what he was sentenced to, but do you think? What do y'all think about this? I need to find out what the sentence was. I'm gonna do some research. I'll do another video tomorrow and find out what happened to little Benny. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that rehabilitation in this circumstance would be an option, or do you think that the little boy should spend the rest of his life in prison? Let me know what you think. I'd love to see what you guys think about that one. All right, now on to the second part. Mr. Dudley, Lord, Mr. Dudley is causing a ruckus, ain't he? Wasn't he just on YouTube not too long ago? He was on a live stream with Don Wells, and they were like going at it or something. And now he's charged with DV and aggravated burglary. I hope it wasn't against his, I think it's his ex-wife, Linda. I hope it. Well, whoever it was, they didn't deserve it. You know what I mean? Sounds like if it's aggravated burglary, he probably kicked the door in and maybe beat the crap out of the girl or boy or whoever it was. It doesn't have to be a woman for it to be DV. It could been one. Could have been a brother, cousin. You know, I think for it to be DV though, it's got to be somebody you're living with or related to. Let me know, guys. Let me know. I'm not a lawyer. But with all this, dropped my pen. With all this going on, guys, with all this going on, I still don't think Dudley has anything to do with Summer's disappearance. I don't. I think the man I think the man's gotten on drugs, got some issues, maybe because of the drugs. Now, if he was this way and getting charged with this stuff, when Summer went missing, like if he is getting arrested every other month for, like if this stuff was going on when Summer went missing, then I might go, But this is 2 years after Summer went missing. And just by Dudley's behavior, I don't think he's got anything to do with Summer's disappearance. You know what I mean? Got another question for you guys. With Dawn and Candace leaving Tennessee for good, do you think they gave up the boys? Do you think they gave up the kids to avoid charges? Because we all know up to this point, they probably didn't do one thing CPS asked them to do to get the boys back. You know what I mean? I don't know, but they obviously didn't do enough. 2 years later, probably 99% sure they've lost the boys. And they're obviously from, leaving Tennessee for good, selling the house, leaving everything behind. Makes you wonder if fixing up the house was part of the plan, not to get the boys back, but when it comes time, we can sell it for a lot better price and skedaddle on out of Tennessee. I can't remember what. It's a long time ago. I think Dawn was talking to another YouTuber, and something got brought up about them really just not enjoying the life and the responsibility of having kids. You know what I mean? Which is sad. Shouldn't have had them to begin with. If that's truly the way that they felt, you know what I mean? I don't know. They had 2 years to get their life together and get the boys back. And I don't care what Don says. He may try to, spin the narrative and make it sound like he's doing what's best for the boys. And I'm sure it is what's best for the boys. But at the same time, really, what was best for the boys was to get your life together. Tell those boys we're a family. I'm your dad. She's your mom. We love you. And we're going to be together. And we're going to make it happen. Yeah, we've fought with their demons, but they had the chance to say, it's time. The life that we were living is in the past. They had the chance to change and keep the kids. 2 years. They had 2 years, guys. And I think that's why CPS and the court system was patient with them. You know what I mean? Because if you can't do what we ask, and you can't show any interest in wanting your kids back, I'll put it that way. If you can't show any interest in wanting your kids back after 2 years, I don't know, guys. I can't find the words for that. I cannot find the words for that. And if you stop and think about that, how's that make them kids feel? You know what I mean? As they're in foster care and they lay in bed at night and go, my parents don't want me. Sad, ain't it? So I'm going to leave you guys at that. So let me know what you think. Drop some comments below. And I'm going to do some research on little Benny here and see if I can't find out what happened to him. And again, let me know if you think this is a perfect example, a scenario for rehabilitation services. And maybe he can be a productive member of society one day. I'm sure, I'd like to know what he thinks. I mean, at 11 years old, guys, depending on his home environment, he may not have even been right in the head to begin with, depending on how he was raised. You know what I mean? So let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll continue this hopefully tomorrow. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.